for them, but Traitor on the other hand will get engaged by two teams. Interesting, there's H2O around the corner as well as none other than team, if I'm not mistaken, it was Rose Syndicate. Again, they still have a couple of members still surviving. Well, luckily enough, Bigetron did actually engage towards them after that casualties that go against Team Secret. But now, Pochinki is quite populated, as you see. And Nat, on the other hand, is rotating really late into the game. A little bit on the blue, but they are just crossing the bridge. The same goes for Bapak, the one that actually rotate only the two teams that and only left not inside the circle.
Yeah, not much gatekeeping happening, I would say, at this point. Everyone's just really focused on the middle of the circle, and we have seen that to be quite a trend throughout today as well. Lesser gatekeeping, everyone's just focusing on, okay, if it's the middle circle, if not, we'll come in a bit later when the blue starts to close in. So it's either one of this. No one really does any big gatekeeping unless maybe if there are those like bridge, but for the most part, just no gatekeeping today.
Is it wise for Tara to just hold this compound, 4 of them on rooftop? I mean, like, yeah, Skull is like actually quite in the middle of the zone there, but it's not really centralized as much as Pochinki. But the moment there's so many teams flush you out of that building coming in from below upward, I don't think that's really a good place to hide with.
I think Tara have to make the call, like when they see somebody or if they notice a vehicle, everyone needs to look in that direction at the same time to potentially use all 4 of their firepower to blow up at least one of those vehicles to kind of even out the score. We have seen, you know, plays where they jump from one floor to the other to try and get away from that, you know, cornered mouse situation here. But let's look at RSG taking on Bapak here. Okay, looks like there is a little form of gatekeeping as Bapak did come initially from Malta Power to get their loot before going into the circle.
Well, yeah, that happens sometimes. They kind of the one that actually rotates super late, but oh my god, Rose Syndicate again, they happen to be clumped up again and again by so many teams. They are trying to stay it low. Jenny kind of stuck in a pit here, I'm sorry. Have to point it one out. But Traitor, on the other hand, kind of noticed there's pre-fires that open up. H2O exposed themselves at the same time. The same goes for Traitor here. But I don't think everybody wants to leave their compound just yet. Everybody just hogs onto it. But all of on the other hand, look at that. Bigetron managed to get one on Impunity.
Why is Bapak allowed to do this? They shouldn't be able to get their vehicles across, especially from 2 teams. And, you know, Traitor is very aware that H2O is just across the street. So why is Bapak getting away with multiple vehicles, none of which have exploded? Probably one of them got hit by a bullet at most, but
nobody wants to leave their vicinity. Basically, everybody just wants to play with the structure, and nobody actually taking the guts to get out and making sure that they made a roadblock or something and just do something out of it.
They're in buggies. Come on, he's literally open top.
I didn't question that, you did. So.
Well,
I don't want to say that, but yeah, that you know, that kind of happened.
Okay, but anyway, it was so lucky for Bapak as well. They managed to get into that one house all together. So like you said, everyone's just hanging on to their location, including Atai 10K as well with his team. They are all in one location. Across them is Team Secret. So everyone's kind of in a stalemate for now, except for this. Team NoRecoil, Loyo, with a chance out to Divinity.
God.
Looks like one of them have been knocked down. And Loyo, you're just evil there. Just raining the shots on the Juggernaut will be taken out from this round.
Oh my god, it was Team NoRecoil bombarded them with so many raining of bullets, but Dingoz steal the kill. That was really cheeky to do, but Ajiji on this hand really happy they got extra points here and there because people just serve them the fish. Go eat our fish because we don't need the points.
This is so bizarre. Things shouldn't be happening like this. Like, Bapak can go through 2 teams, no issues whatsoever. The moment they walk past Divinity, the moment a team walks past Divinity, they get gunned down straight away. Like, a little unlucky on all sides here. But let's look at Team NoRecoil, as again, they've already sent out their scout. And where is Team NoRecoil on the map? Southern side of the map as they rotate up just a little below Pochinki here. But again, Dingoz, Divinity, as well as even one member of Impunity with H2O still haven't made it into the circle just yet. Ned is the only one who's most likely going to what's it called? Gatekeep. But Team Secret is on the other side also putting fire into NetEsports.
The thing is, Team Secret is holding this high ground compound. We're talking about singles for Tara as well as Net. Everybody just walk into the hills. Bigetron already got themselves a visualization of wow, tunneling them down with their crosshair. But some of them still don't want to leave their compound. At this stage, like it or not, I think they should walk themselves up the hill ASAP. You have to move.
Yep, talking about walking up the hill, looks like Axis, they need to walk up the hill as well with Tara on the other side, but then again Tara tried to hang it onto this area. We see them just jumping, just swapping in and out each other. Tara may want to go for, just behind them is actually Bigetron. And now looks like DivinityEsport will be the next one to go out as team number 15. 14 teams left.
Oh, Axis coming in as well. This is not looking good for Tara. Tara have to make a choice here, because even if they go for Axis, Bigetron is more than so likely to go in for a full 4-man rush. So this is a rock paper scissors situation, but whoever throws out the first symbol is going to die.
Oh, but Tara, look at that. They are really hesitant about this. We have Net taking so many teams out of H2O. The Resurgence just arrived. They want to join in the fray. Axe is stuck in so many teams. Tara trying to take advantage of this as well. They're trying to go in and for the frags, but it's so hard to land the shots on Liren got punished as well. And from the side here, Iron Pro got the visualization on the flanks. This is not doing great for those actually on top of that mountain. Bapak outplays themselves at 14th place?
Oh, 14th place. That is crazy. But now what's going to be crazier is that Iron Pro may go for the flank here. He does have Tara on one side. Iron Pro cooking up the grenade. Will make the toss here. Iron Pro with the toss of the grenade. Will he make a rush for it? Oh, that is nice. Iron Pro will make a second toss onto Tara. Will he go for it? And now Liren is down. Next is the only one left. Oh my goodness! Iron Pro for another angle. He's been taken down, but then again the arm managed to get the revenge onto Iron Pro. One more to go. Y2K. Now he need to get out of trouble. Y2K now facing over each other.
Bigetron! They're coming in! Bigetron's coming out of their vehicles. It's the classic Bigetron rush. They push in really, really close by with one member going for a far right flank here with Kevin as well. This is becoming an absolute massacre.
Tara stuck in so many teams. Resurgence charging right from the flanks here. Bigetron watching them out from the back as well. And they have Axis in the front. Where are they gonna run? They're so stuck in between. They are no way out for Tara right now.
Oh, no way out now. Now Hydra looks like, oh no! Hydra will be knocked down by the side of RNG. That is amazing now. Now Naim now trying to draw the grenades. 2 team members of Bigetron now are down. Muffin is still alive on down just in front of you. And Naim with the shots will spray out and send him back to the lobby. Now RNG will want to approach. They are in a sandwich situation here at this moment. And now small one. And now managed to knock down one. And this massacre will continue.
Oh my God, Kevin finished off just now. And just now, 4 teams wipe. Axis just cleared the whole mess. And all the other teams are gonna be super salty.
What did I just say? It was a rock, paper, scissors situation. However, if someone shows their symbol, there can only be one winner, and you want to be the last one to show your hand. Oh, that is so unfortunate for these 4 teams. Honestly, nobody really wins from this situation except Axis.
Basically, that's a big win for them.
Oh, absolutely. We are down to circle number 5, but only 6 teams left. That's how much bloodshed has happened. And now we do see here that Net looks like they have a very good compound. They are still within the circle, mind you, so they're in the best position possible, at least until the next circle comes out. Team Secret may need to make a move for it, as well as Dingoz.
But I have a feeling Team NoRecoil have to butt in, because Simbi is just at the corner of the map, as well as Stewart. They are really low in terms of economy-wise, because we can see they are quite late when it comes to healing. But Axis, on the other hand, they had a good run just now, and they won for more. And it's just Team NoRecoil in front of them. They can just wipe them out if they want to. They are arise from the dead and actually woken up from their slumber. Suddenly, Axis is doing so great.
Yeah, Axis only with 1 casualty so far. Net Esports on the other side, but NoRecoil with 1 member left. They're just trying to make sure that their flanks are clear. They don't want to get wiped by just a random straggler or lose points and position for someone outside of the zone healing themselves up.
Yep, Team Secret generally is doing really well, but then again, looks like Yuhai will be taken down by Pende at the same time, and now Team Secret will need to save Yuhai, but it looks like they are still within this circle. Again, they are within the circle. Oh my goodness. And now one more team member just outside there. Look at Pende there.
Pende is solo playing, but he still have to make it hard for Team Secret. But there you go, Maisel trying to toss it on Simbi. He's a solo play for his team as well. There's also Team Axis on that side. If he engage, he will expose himself to the risk to Axis as well as Dingoz here. At the same time, Axis is already pre-fired himself on the other side of the hill. Across the hill, Maisel is still tossing the nades. This is really a tough time for Simbi, who's trying to stay quiet as much as he can.
Oh man, Team NoRecoil. I can't say too much about Simbi right now, but hopefully Axis do notice what's going on and look to push in Dingoz without touching Simbi. I think that's what Simbi is hoping for as of right now. Pende finally going down, and that just means that WoW is going to go back to the lobby, and Team Secret don't have to worry about their 6 anymore.
Oh, NoRecoil as well. Looks like they will go down, and now we are down to top 4 teams. Dingoz will try to get into the circle, and now they need to fend off against other teams as well. That's inside. Net is inside as well as... Oh, Team Secret is inside. Axis just need to come in from afar, but looks like the battle will be between Net and also Dingoz for now.
This is gonna be a massacre because most of the team have their own main move, but Appy just have to just go in so boldly. I don't know, is that a hero turn to 0? Because that's kind of a reckless thing to do, but they're making sure that they got themselves that positioning right in front of Team Secret, but really in a tough spot. So hard to play them. They just have to position themselves in the wrong place in the wrong time. Dingoz is smashing them up all the hills at the same time actually feeding off to his Team Secret right behind them.
And I think right now Dingoz need to cover both sides. They don't necessarily have to take the kills at this point. They need to play for position because everyone has their eyes set on them because of the high ground. If you can make the teams fight against each other and look to pick them off. Oh! Dingoz actually take out Axis! Throw that plan out of the window! We want the kills!
Oh, we want the kills indeed, and now we're down to top 3 teams. They want the kills as well. All of them. Actually, we do see a Dingoz have 4 team members, Net have 4 as well, and Team Secret have 3. Everyone with a decent number of people. It can come down to anybody's game at this point. This is not going to look good for any of these teams.
Well, not really good. It's not really an option because they're actually at the top 3 right now. They are doing great, but Samzy trying to toss that nade here over Dingoz. Look at that, trying to cook it up on time, making sure it will land 1 or 2 at least. But Net on the other hand really playing the slope of a hill and happened to drop the airdrop right teasing in the middle of 3 teams here.
Oh, I love it when the airdrop just comes by. It's like, hey guys, it's me. It's me. I'm important. Look here. Look here. I give you cover and potentially better armor. But it doesn't really matter, does it, at this point in the game? It's too late.
Yeah, but Team Secret, Dingoz just opened fire against them. This giving off Net positioning as well as their actually... Well, information regarding how many teams being knocked here because there's only 11 players alive.
Yep, 11 players, but now the circle is going to move into the 7th circle really soon. We do see here Matoy has eyes on the team Dingoz. Matoy with a long shot. They try to go for the flank, it seems, but he's just using these vehicles as a cover for now. There's one vehicle left that's not blown up. He don't want to be in the wrong position at the wrong time.
Oh, look, and I think it's kind of fanned out for the rest of the team. And Team Secret is trying to do the same thing with opening and popping up smokes there. Net, on the other hand, still hoping and hovering around the edge of the circle, hoping that the circle will favor them while they actually hold on to this compound. I don't know if it's worthwhile to gamble it out, but like it or not, the circle made a judgment. Everybody were forced to fight themselves, crawling themselves a little bit on top of that hill there. Net tried to throw the nades on Dingoz here, didn't hit anybody just yet. Macho just clipping anybody else with that mini 14. He got straight direct line of sight with nothing in between.
Wait, looks like Net is going for a little bit of a push here. They're using their vehicles to get a little bit closer against the Dingoz, and the circle has once again favored the Dingoz. However, this time it might be a curse because now everybody wants to get that high ground hill. You can see Bubu, he's crawling up real carefully, trying to look for Sans here because he's the only person who's got a flanking angle and line of sight of his team.
Oh, and Bubu managed to get San into his crosshair, and now Matoy will ready. Oh!
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Don't
It's
worry
just
about
a
it.
smoke. It's just a smoke.
He knows
because-
what he's doing.
Yeah, that's quite true. And Matoy trying to pin down more rest of the Dingoz here. But at the same time, this is giving a lot of advantage on that side because they are really not being engaged by it whatsoever. And Dingoz nuke down by next Samzy there. He managed to get one out. There's so many covers and smoke in between them. They try to rush, trying to get working around the corner. Samzy trying to reposition himself, but at the same time, BB is doing something on the flanks as well.
Oh, wait, hold on. iShots is actually right out in the open. Samzy, you didn't notice the edge of the smoke. He luckily spots him out with just his peripherals, takes down iShots, who is crawling. They do have enough time to actually go and pick him up, but that might be a little risky now because the rest of the teams are just so in the heat of the battle.
We are circle number 7 and we have 11 alive. This is madness here that's happening. Samzy tries to save Atai 10k, and now we do see here Lux here crawling onto the side of the Dingoz and may want to go for the flank. Matoy as well may want to go for the flank onto Dingoz, but Matoy is just taking his time at this moment. He has a vehicle with him, but looks like the peak out spots nobody and everyone is still in a stalemate.
iShot's kind of in a really hot predicament here. He needs to get up from the smoke, but Ned Luxy is already waiting in front of him. But Dingoz is really cluttered here. It's not doing great for the team because Team Secret as well as Nut is actually just cornering them. iShots on the other hand, getting on the side of flank with Samzy and Luxy. Matoy being the bait out here. iShot will engage back, re-engage on Atai, who is really low on health. Matoy really needs somebody to help him. BW is actually the nearest. He popped the smoke on iShots, hoping that BW will save him as well. And iShot has literally no gear on him at all.
Yep, looks like everything was destroyed. Oh! San's gonna be the next one to fall out. iShots, he stood up at the wrong place at the wrong time. iShots was holding that angle, and now he needs to take out the rest of Ned because they're the only ones stopping him. Dingoz hit the 10-kill mark.
Oh, iShot's now going to be the hero for Team Secret. He wants to do it. He needs to do
Oh!
it. iShots now. Looks like he's down to 50% health, and iShots will still have his crosshair onto the side of Luxy. Luxy now versus iShots, and Samzy on the other side trying to cover another angle. iShots will need to crawl it, but there's just too much open area.
And one more thing, iShot has nothing on him. Couple of taps is enough, more than enough. But Dingoz will be the next one to go down first. Luxy tried to reposition himself, remembering there's another one here just at the crook where nobody is actually watching. It's down to Team Secret versus Net. And now they go.
Oh!
Oh, what a game so far. Net Brotherhood able to pull it out at the very end. The smokes ran out, unfortunately for the Dingoz, and the numbers advantage was just too much for Team Secret to handle.
And no gears. Yeah, a couple of shots is just literally just 3 bullets is more than enough to take iShots down just now. He almost got it, but he didn't manage to land the shots right on top of the Luxy. If I'm not mistaken, it was Luxy right in the line of sight as his.
Oh yeah. And also at the same time, we did see that iShots, unfortunately for his area, the vegetation was getting thinner and thinner.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
really literally bald spot on the ground there.
Just like my head.
I didn't say that. I didn't mean it that way, but okay.
Now you guys know what's actually underneath the cap. Nothing.
I didn't say that, okay? I just said the ball spot on the grass, on the ground. So there you go. It was a great chicken dinner just now. Yeah, he's losing himself.
I'm sorry, I was thinking for the longest time, is anybody ever going to bring that up? I just didn't expect Sir Cloud to bring it up himself. That's on me. That's a little bit of enjoyment for myself. But you do bring up some really good points here that, you know, again, it was kind of unfortunate for Team Secret, but they played that situation extremely smart. They made sure that Biu and iShots had flanking angles. Biu got quite a number of knockdowns as well as potential kills onto Dingoz, and the same can be said for iShots. And Matoy, he knew what he had to do, support the team, bring up the vehicle. He gets a knockdown, unfortunately, but he bought so much time for the rest of them.
Attracts so much attention that he's literally the center of attention back then. And he has nowhere to go. Unfortunately, he only has one UAZ to work with. Like, I didn't mean the ball spot, but yeah, the grass is not in his favor as well in the middle ones. The same goes for iShots. And Net happened to have way better gear as well. And iShot been taking a lot of fires up to the point he has nothing on him.
Yeah, it kind of was a roll of the dice, but let's have a recap of this game through the highlights.
And now, of course, the highlights. This was Erangel, ladies and gentlemen. And we did see that the circle was fairly kind this time. Yeah, there was a fair good amount of water, but we do predict that the circle will actually end up in the land area.
The quick side eye.
Yeah. I want a water, but
yeah, there you go. Yuhai Yuhai is really a cheeky guy, you know. He just have to pen that one out the moment he actually saw nobody else gonna come out from beyond. But this is one of the longest shot across that hill.
Yeah, and you know, honestly, I think Resurgence got super unlucky here with some of the fights being like, oh, okay, it's anyone's game. Oh, look, there's more teams, and now there's more, and there's more. Oh no, that's way too many teams. And at that point, if somebody even if they made it out of there, there was such a low possibility of even surviving the entire engagement.
That's quite true. I have to totally agree. That's what happened continuously throughout the game. Tara,
exactly.
Tara is. My goodness me, how can they get out from here? Literally 5-6 teams smashing them, and access just happened to pass by. They were being very patient playing at the outer side of a circle. And oh my god. And the moment they thought they had a victory, another team just have to wipe that smirk off your face because why? You don't deserve it, because we do.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, second game in a row, Tara being really unfortunate to them. So
I don't know how to feel about them. They almost had chicken dinner last time, and they had to go through this time. And then yeah. But for this round, I'd say Axis actually probably arguably did one of the best performances that we have seen so far from them. We did see that they come in, they mop people up. They almost, I would say they deserve, if it was the chicken dinner for them, it's like, that's for them. You guys deserve it.
Yeah, I definitely think that a lot of unfortunate circumstances did account into this at the very end. But you know, Dingoz, they are making it within the top spots very consistently. And not to mention, they got another 10 kills. Like, excuse me? Where are these kills coming from to a certain point?
Is it 50 kills for them already just today?
I think so, because they did hit the 10 kill mark on this one. They got 18 and then another 10. That's pretty close.
They didn't die after hitting the 10 kills mark. And then they got a couple more kills after that.
Yeah, so we will find out now in the standings. They are 47 kills. Okay, calm down, everyone, calm down. But they're at 99 points, and this is just the 5th game. We have never seen that number in a 5th game before. Normally, it's by the 6th game, then you would see a 3-digit mark.
I have to agree. Look at this. That's half. On the 8th place, it's half the points there.
Yep, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And you know, 42 kills for the Dingoz, 99 points. Team Secret at 27 kills, 79 points. Net Brotherhood with 29 kills, 70 points. Bapak 27 and 67 points. And you know, Resurgence 57 points, followed up by Tara, also 57, followed up by Bigetron, who's also 57, and Team NoRecoil 51.
My goodness me, what happened to Dingoz?
I don't know.
Did they ate something? Did they did something last night? Did they had a pep talk or something?
They ate a great breakfast and a great lunch.
Dinner not yet?
Oh man, probably considering their performance.
Yeah, moving on to page number 2, Tonewall Esports with 49 points, Axis MPX 37 points, Impunity SG 20 points, Team H2 18 points, Traitor Esports 17 points, Misro Syndicate 14 points, FV Unbeatable 12 points, DivinityEsport 10 points, FV. They're just sliding down the charts. Not looking good for them.
Not their best day so far. We definitely see, like, we're a little harsh on them because we've seen them perform well, and we expect them to consistently pull that out each time. So anything less than that, it's like definitely something's either up, they're not feeling well, or just a little sloppy today. That's all I have to say.
Oh, is it just about the mind games? Are they being psyched out here? That's quite true. But Nat Samzi's 15 for the first time today. I'm not looking at Yuhai on the chart the whole day, right?
Yeah, that's pretty surprising as well. You know, Dingoz Nooks is already going to be at 12 kills. Small boy out of nowhere starts coming through. 12 kills is like, don't worry guys, I'm still killing people. I got it. And Dingoz, Marcel, 11 kills with Sin from Dingoz as well. Another 11 kills.
Dingoz again dominating the overall match stats. Every match stats.
Who is not in there?
Who is not in there? Let's see here. Definitely Team Secret. Guys from Team Secret.
Yeah.
Ouch!
Yeah. Ooh.
Ouch! I think Ajiji is not here, right?
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
Ajiji is not here.
Yeah,
I just had to
Ajiji.
say it.
You have
because-
to take the pot shots when you can.
Yeah, because we're so used to
because
seeing.
The thing is, Ajiji used to be the fragger for its team now. That's surprising.
Oh, so is Yuhai as well.
Oh!
On the burn train this time.
I didn't say
Booyah.
that. I didn't say that.
But yeah, you are right that a GG it usually is the fragger, but he didn't exactly get too much off of this. Maybe he got a lot more, and we have to check his stats later in terms of damage. I'm just saying, he might got a lot of damage.
Well, yeah, probably as well. But just look at this. The two chicken dinner areas, they're quite close to each other.
Yeah.
This is definitely a pattern that we should take note of, especially for those teams who are watching this. Like, middle of the circle, go for it.
The thing is, you know, the first game of Erangel, usually the second one kind of almost similar kind of circle. Sometimes, like most of the time, it's like that, right? Unless there are some circumstances, very rare ones, that happen to be the opposite side of the map. So maybe they can kind of try to predict the next circle would be almost similar to the first Miramar or Erangel map of the day.
I would agree. You know, I used to think that there is not too much of a pattern here, but looking at these games time and time again, it feels like, especially for PMPL, like every time you see another Erangel map, another Miramar, they're very, very close to each other. I just played a pub match literally after last week's of PMPL, and I got a terrible circle. So I was trying to figure out, like, man, how do they do it? What's the numbers? What's the algorithm?
Worse than the Sanhok?
Let's not talk about that one. That one is, that's a deep, dark place in my heart. Oof. Oh, I can feel like the tears coming up to the side for Tara that time.
I think most of the players are traumatized with the circle right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Even us as well. We went like, what did we just see? What sort of circle is that? So, I don't know, man.
I've never experienced a circle so unkind. But, you know, I guess that is like the highlights for the casters of the week. That one time that circle decided to mess with everybody. But I think more importantly here is some of these teams from the bottom side are starting to rise up and making a very big statement here. Like, consistently, Dingoz, Tara, Ned, every single time.
We do know Tara has been performing very well from the third day onwards. Remember that, they adapting. But Ned has always been performing, but it's just sometimes it's kind of a, you know, not really in the highlight, but not really in the downside of the standings overall. They've always been in the middle bracket, right?
Yeah, it's sort of like an up and down thing for them. Dingoz have, just for this game, Dingoz dropped a little bit, but other than that, I believe that they've done pretty well actually throughout today.
What about Impunity?
Well,
If we're talking about bottom tier teams, like these guys are like kind of there, kind of like hovering, sorta.
yeah, they're trying to break it through.
It is tough, it is tough. But let's have a talk with the winners. Nick Hound, Dojman, it's going to be your turn this time to take this interview away. Let's have a look at it right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, just like the song says, make way for the new kings here at the PUBG Mobile Professional League Malaysia and Singapore 2020. It is game number 5. We are almost done, our second last game of the day. However, week 2 has only just begun. And going over these scores, Dingoz MZ, Bapak Esports, Team NoRecoil, and Team Secret are the teams that were able to clutch out some amazing victories. However, the Brotherhood of Ned is looking to end all that with the second highest amounts of kills in game number 5 with a total of 4 winner-winner chicken dinners. Let's give it up from Ned Brotherhood. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Atai 10K! Bro, bagi sikit. Sekali lagi. Oh, steady, bros. Alright, now, I understand that at Tide 10K we were talking a little bit behind the scenes and he was feeling a little bit of pressure. It's been a bit late. It's been 2 weeks, and only now in game number 5 you guys were able to steal chicken dinner, your 4th chicken dinner of the entire tournament with 13 kills. aside from how do you feel that it's a little bit too late or you're just getting started?
It's a little bit too late sebab kita orang sepatutnya lebih konsisten dan dapat lebih chicken dinner, tapi kita terlalu banyak buat mistake for past few days, so kita finally kita dapat come back and get the momentum back.
Well, looking towards what he said is just getting the momentum back, trying to salvage whatever pandemonium and chaos that has been left behind by Team Ned Brotherhood. They were able to score that 13 kills, however, it's been a little bit shaky heading towards Game 5. Now let's talk a little bit about Ned Brotherhood as a whole. Yesterday was a holiday, we enjoyed ourselves with a day off, the casters, the production crew, as well as the teams. Did you guys really work hard towards studying the game or practicing, or was it just a time just to relax, nak santai-santai aja, or please elaborate?
Lebih banyak santai lah daripada study sebab kita rehat like satu hari ada game, then another day kita off day kan, so kita more to santai sikit lah sebab kita dah terlalu banyak pressure, so yeah.
Well, santai means relaxed in Bahasa Malaysia, so definitely an air of relaxation was coming in for the side of Ned Brotherhood. And I think it really worked out well for them, despite the fact that the first 4 games was a little bit shaky for Ned Brotherhood. They were able to score at least top 5, top 10 in the previous games, and some of the games they were taken away too soon. But luckily enough, because of that relaxation, because of that freedom away from the pressure, they were able to steal away chicken dinner. Now let's talk about that last few circles. How was the last few circles for you guys? Was everything according to plan, or did you feel more pressure and that pressure actually built you up and pushed you towards the win?
Actually, kita orang punya plan semua menjadi pada game yang lepas kat Erangel tu sebab kita orang plan untuk hold, kita lebih main kepada tactical lah, dan alhamdulillah semuanya berjalan dengan lancar lah.
Alright, so it all went smoothly. There were a little bit of adaptation issues that they had to consider moving into the final few circles. However, because of their composure, because of their relaxation, and most of all, that they were having fun, they were able to steal it away. We can't spell fun without you, and we can't spell victory without... There's no team thing there. You can't spell a victory without I. So anyway, for those of you guys, I tried to make a meme right there, so sorry if it just went under the rug. But anyway, if you guys want to know more about Ned Brotherhood and you want to be a believer of the Brotherhood of Ned, stay tuned because we got one more game left. Game number 6 about to come your way after these messages. We'll see you soon.
Okay lah, tapi kadang-kadang ada time dia tak okay, ada time dia okay. Ikut mood dia, kalau dia tak okay tu memang satu tim menyampah dengan dia, tak suka dia.
Hai, kami daripada Ned Brotherhood dan saya Atas MK, dan itu adalah Cimpoy, Luxi 98, Apple dan Samzi.
Okay, Ned Brotherhood ni dia sebenarnya antara dua tim yang kata best of the best lah, antara berapa banyak tim. So boss mula dia split dua tim ni, dia split dua, and then dia tengok okay, tim ni macam goyangan sikit dengan ni, dia ada kelebihan dan kekurangan masing-masing. So bila dia combine in one team, kita orang jadi Ned Brotherhood lah. PNPL ni dua lah, fizikal dengan mental memang main peranan sangat. Betul. Main peranan. Contoh macam kalau kita orang kurang rehat kan, kat situ mental memang out lah. Tapi insyaAllah kita semua okey dengan segala latihan yang telah dilakukan lah sepanjang ni
9 bulan lah.
9 bulan untuk PNPL ni.
Okay, saya rasa untuk PPL yang berjalan 3 minggu ni sangatlah bagus dan penting. Setiap match penting sebab kita berjalan agak lama dan harap-harap kita dapat buat yang terbaik lah setiap hari dan setiap match untuk kita orang be the best of the best lah.
Aku rasa Yoodo lah.
Team yang kedua mungkin team NoRecoil. Aku rasa yang lagi rival dengan kita orang Bapak lah.
Betul loh.
Betul? Bapak A dan Team NoRecoil. Team NoRecoil tu sebenarnya kan bukan Team NoRecoil, Team No Relax. Padahal memang tak relax je. Gitu je.
Betul tak relax ni.
Kita jangan tu.
Sebab kalau contoh kalau kereta kita orang 400 meter pun, team enemy pun 400 meter, memang kereta kita orang akan hancur. Lepas tu yang kita orang pelik macam mana dia buat peluru banyak kan? Orang lain buat bug bom kan? Dia buat bug peluru. Betul? Semua tim cakap benda yang sama. Betul lah. Berbincang. Kita nak tahu rahsia tim NoRecoil. Ada apa banyak benda.
Interesting.
So kami rasa memang rival kita orang Bapak dengan team NoRecoil lah.
So saya rasa buat masa sekarang ni Team Brotherhood sangat konsisten dari segi training, teamwork dan komunikasi. Dan kami akan teruskan konsisten macam ni lah untuk tournament yang akan datang.
Sebab setiap player ni dia ada macam in game ada role masing-masing. Lepas tu bila dekat luar pun ada role masing-masing. Contoh kalau dia berkoyak so ada yang akan project bokeh
Macam cool down balik lah.
kalau ada masalah cerita apa-apa. Sebab tak semestinya setiap masa kita boleh perform. Tak Islam.
Betul.
Selalu memfaker dia, contoh dia tengok keadaan lah. Kadang-kadang antara Atai call player ke atau Lucy sendiri dia macam mesej dan team ke, tengok lah siapa yang nak ke depan. So masing-masing akan macam kau cuba call, lepas tu dia tak okey, dia main tak, kalau tak ada kita sama main. So macam kat situ nanti ada macam malam-malam contoh kalau ada masalah kita akan video call, bincang balik match tu macam mana. Kita akan pastikan player tu tak tertinggal lah. Macam kalau ada masalah kita tahu. Itu yang membuat kita orang ni macam mana Brotherhood. Hood tu penting. Hood.
Saya rasa dalam banyak 5 orang ni yang ujung sekali tu Simpul dia memang selalu mati awal, dia bawa bencana banyak sikit lah.
Malang dia.
Dia malang sikit.
Tak, sebenarnya saya gold black, kami hitam. So saya mati untuk diorang tak sedar betul. Yang tahu je tahu.
Betul ke?
Tiba.
Betul.
Tiba.
Serius lah, betul lah.
Ya.
Betul. Tapi mostly keadaan selalu siapa yang nak kita dengan saya, walaupun saya tak drive, orang tu mesti mati kata.
Dia mau bala sikit.
Kalau dia tak. So macam saya ni student dekat Pahang, Politeknik Mazam Shah, PMS, saya banggakan budi saya. So macam untuk study kadang-kadang saya ada assignment, dan masa training dengan assignment tu saya kena bagi dengan cepat. So macam contoh habis kelas, kalau kelas impact saya memang kena buat juga assignment, lepas tu kena kat amisial. Kalau tak larat buat saya, diorang pun faham. So diorang akan, kalau tak larat aku bagi orang main-main.
Betul, kita akan rotate lah.
Macam contoh PMPR dia pula 3 minggu, bulan depan saya dah final lah. So saya tak main tiap hari, tapi saya dah siapkan lah cuma satu Ahad untuk main. Dan saya akan memilih antara diorang lah siapa yang nak tukar dengan saya. So saya akan ulang alik lah, Khamis datang sini daripada Muazzam. Lepas tu nanti hari Isnin saya ke Muazzam balik.
And then situasi saya sama macam dia, cuma berbezanya dia belajar dan saya bekerja. Okay, so kat situ saya kena bahagikan masa bekerja, rehat dan memain game. So untuk PMPL untuk tahun ni, kami satu tim ingin berjaya.
Harap pengorbanan ini tidak sia-sia lah. InsyaAllah. Brotherhood.
Kita orang boleh dikatakan setiap hari training daripada pukul 3 petang sampai 3 pagi. So dekat situ akan ada game untuk kita orang cari mistake kita orang, apa yang salah, apa yang betul, apa yang kita orang boleh bawa ke dalam PMPR ni, apa yang tak boleh bawa. So kita orang dah banyak training dari situ.
Betul. Dan kita orang nak amat berterima kasih dekat manager kita orang yang iaitu Nazim, yang banyak membantu, dan admin kita diorang juga dah tak boleh lupa untuk bantu kita mencari CR-CR yang tempat untuk kita orang training lah setiap hari. Okey, untuk tim-tim yang luar sana tu saksikan persembahan Brotherhood, dan saya nak korang loot banyak-banyak dekat semua tempat dan kita orang akan datang loot kotak korang pula.
Tunggu kami di kotak korang.
Ini Brotherhood.
Untuk kita orang ni rasa macam sakit hati jugalah sometimes. Dia buat macam kita orang ni rasa mau marah sama dia.
Hi guys, we are from Geek Fam. I'm 420.
Saya Abdul Hafiz, in-game name saya EVOS.
Saya Ahmad Syafiq Imran bin Muhammad, in-game name QB.
Saya Azmal, in-game name Ainaoki.
Saya Irzam, in-game name Dingoz.
Okay, tim ni form dari PMNC Season 1. Tapi waktu Season 2 kami ada perubahan roster, iaitu sekarang Damrod dengan TB baru masuk, dan inilah tim Geek Fam sekarang.
Dari segi mentality dengan tactical semua sudah prepare. Sekarang fokus dengan individual skill, dari segi communication dengan rotation sendiri dan firepower doang.
Form penat, mental down, lack of sleep, tapi overall kami masih excited mau main, that it will be fun.
Okay, actually we just have one team as a rival for us, which is the one and only Yoodo Gang.
Sebab jumper terlalu comel untuk saya.
Fredo, handsome.
Manparan tinggi.
Drax OP.
Okay, everything is well prepared. I'm the scouter. Eops is the support. Kibi also a support. Damrod is a sniper or flanker. Naoki is a rusher.
The scouter.
One and only scouter.
Okay, so, mati itu biasalah orang bilang. Sebab kalau sudah ajal apa boleh buat. Sebab saya mati pun selalu sebab saya akan cek tempat tu. Kalau clear baru orang masuk. Our one and only Mr. Weng Wong, our handsome manager. Sebab selalu lepas kalau just in case kami tusun ke apa kan, dia selalu kasih sabar kami lah. Dia just macam bagi positive vibe. Kalau orang bilang bergaduh dengan Awe tu semua orang terjadi kan. Tapi kalau boleh itu benda macam tu kan tolak tepi lah dulu. Sebab bukan hal serius pun. Okay, biasanya akan jadi sometimes 8, sometimes 12 and sometimes lebih. Kalau yang lebih tu biasanya sebab kami start scrim dari jam 3 petang. Lepas tu rest, lepas tu jam 8 akan sambung lagi. Lepas tu jam 12 malam midnight scrim akan sambung lagi. So dia akan sometimes kurang, sometimes lebih.
Welcome to the PUBG Mobile Pro League Malaysia and Singapore 2020. This is the last game of today. So grab your popcorn, have your drinks ready and set because we are bringing you the action live from IO Esports Kuala Lumpur. There are the lights. Here's a huge thank you and shout out to our host Tencent Games, PUBG Corporation, Lightspeed and Quantum Studios. And not to mention our live streaming partner officially is Facebook Gaming, where you're watching this right now. My name's Getting Q. This is Choo Choo. This is Sir Claude. This is the final game of today, and a lot has been said, and it's only been day 1, week 2.
What other kills are we missing at this point? We saw a final blue zone kill win. What else? Crossbow. Crossbow. Give us a crossbow, guys.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
I wish they were forced to take a crossbow up to the point they don't even have a pen except for crossbow. Please, can we get that?
Get a stat for crossbow kills.
Yeah, I
Just
think we should. But if I don't think there's actually can make that out of like crossbow.
It's probably going to be a sad one where they get shot first and then they're standing over their body. I'm going to get this. Nobody has ever done this before. I've finally done it. As they're standing over their knocked body. But yeah, no. Speaking of which, a lot of things have surprised me today. A lot of previously middle of the pack teams, as well as teams that are in page 3 as well of the overall and page 2 of the regular standings, have significantly stepped up their game today.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So it's great to see like these teams that we didn't see much in week 1 actually stepping up, and every team so far that's gotten a chicken dinner, it's all different teams.
That's quite true. We talked about this previously. We have a couple of the same team having their chicken dinner on the same day, even though they are not in a row or back-to-back, but they did last week, where 2 teams, if I'm not mistaken, Last Survivor, as well as who again? Was it Geek fam?
Was it Geek? Yes, right? Yes. If I remember correctly, it was Geek fam, and they were also doing a pretty decent job. They aren't playing today, just by the way, for all the viewers out there, if you're wondering, where's my favorite team? Where's Geek fam? Where's EVOS? Where's Yoodo? Yeah, they're in Group C. That's tomorrow. Calm down.
Yeah, they do sound like that, right?
That's my like terrible impression.
Terrible? I think it's perfect. Jumping back to the rest of the team, we'll still have a lot of teams that still don't land themselves chicken dinner. Well, I know Cloud, no Bass about this, so go ahead. Which teams they are?
Okay, Resurgence. They have been climbing it today. They deserve something out of today before the day ends. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Resurgence doing the shoulder wave.
Shoulder train.
Shoulder train. Shoulder wave. How do you wave your shoulder, man?
Show those moves. Show those moves. And yeah, I do think Resurgence, they've been getting a pretty significant kill count so far. And it's a little bit of a struggle for them to end out games because they are being hyper aggressive and teams are butting into the situation thinking about it almost every single time.
That's quite true. Even though they didn't land themselves a chicken dinner just yet, you saw how many times small boys just have to place himself on that charts where top killers all around. He has to just place himself a lot, and if I'm not mistaken, they have very high kill volumes. The same goes for Team NoRecoil, which already got at least 1 chicken dinner.
Yep, and it looks like the teams have already, the moment you see the fist bumps, the moment you see them just go, whoa, in the background of our mics, that's when the teams are loading up into the lobby, and we're going to be dropping in soon, so stick around for that to happen. But coming into this final game, and as we mentioned before, it's been a different team each and every time. Who are we expecting to see? Oh, here we go. That's how they get pumped up. So this is their secret to getting, top 3 consistently.
Oh, don't say secret. It's a taboo to them.
Oh, shucks. Oh, no. Oh, no. What have I done?
That's next to them, by the way.
I swear, if they die immediately, I'm going to be super disappointed in myself.
Yeah, that's the Gideon's curse.
No, please, no. Please
his curse is worse than ours, right? You
can
let's see that coming.
Let's calm down. Let's calm down here. It's not that big of a problem. It's just a minor problem overall.
Okay, the last game today, will it be the same team getting themselves a chicken in? For example, Dingoz. They have been placing themselves consistently top 5. every game today.
Yeah, and they've also actually netted themselves quite a number of chicken dinners as well, as you were saying.
Absolutely. Can they break the 60 kill mark? That's the 60 kill mark challenge just today.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was Yuhai who was who for Miramar has the 60 kill badge overall. So only him so far. Let's see whether someone else can nail that badge on the head later on to get those achievements if you are an achievement hunter. But the last map of the day is gonna be Miramar. Guess who likes Miramar? This guy.
It's actually telling everybody by himself there.
Hell yeah. I love Miramar. Great, 90% land. You never have to worry about water too often. It's a really low percentage. But let's get locked and loaded as we go into our final match of the day. And let's drop it like it's hot.
Talking about water, where's on the go when you need him? Oh, he's just out there. But then again, he's not near enough for me to kiss him. But that's not something I want to do anyway. But just jumping into the game, ladies and gentlemen, we do see here featured players. Muffin, Apple, San, and also Pende. So looks like we do see here Apple with 44 kills. That's a big number here for one person.
That's quite true, and the thing is, how can they keep consistency here? Because it seems like it's not really a good run for some of this team, but is really actually doing quite okay.
Yep, and we want to thank our observers once again for making this all happen. XCRY and get top cast Zai as well. We're watching you, Zai. We know 5 more games and you're going to hit that 100 mark.
It's not going to be today. It's not going to be today.
Don't worry, boy. We're keeping an eye. We're letting him know that we care about the games observed.
Oh yeah, we absolutely do, and of course everyone else out there. So without them, there's nothing for us to care of because there will not be any game. But just look at this Axis, they're going towards north, all alone to themselves. Choo did come up with a theory that just go north because no one is there. And Axis is actually doing it.
Yeah, you have to agree. It has been like that all the games. If you want to be the last one, like if you want to play position points, just go north all the way. You have your loot, you have everything geared up and stocked up. But nobody gonna contest you that much based on the south one.
Oh no, my heart melts just looking at that moment. Looks like they will lose Grim. Their captain.
Yep, that was a little too fast than I would have expected. It looks like teams are dropping very aggressively as well. Divinity isn't scared of anybody anymore, and they have taken out some of the other teams within the first rotation. Oh, looks like Bapak got rolled over by BTR very literally with a car. Not sure which one just yet, but we need to see who is going to be the conclusion of this particular bout here, because it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon.
Oh, looks like Bart will be sent back to the lobby from Bapak. BTR getting that kill point up on the rack. And now we do see here same compound, FV versus DivinityEsport. Do you really want to go for it? Because, well, DivinityEsport, they seem to have the bigger compound. They probably have the numbers against them, and they did lose their captain, which is Grim. Not a good start for FV. So, FV, we did see them didn't do really well in the standings. They don't want to continue on with this trend.
The thing is, the captain is in call leader as well, and if you die, it's okay because you get wider vision. Remember, you can cover small visualization on that, but look at that, without anything, just a iron sight scope tricks. Already trying to pre-fires on every side here. They're kind of really hard to get themselves. I don't think Sleep is actually having any regen stuff.
Yeah, and that's kind of the issue right now. Sleep has to kind of dig around for some kind of form of utility. Maybe look for a vehicle to escape, because again, if you go on foot and try to run away, you're probably going to get run down by Divinity as you're leaving the area. So again, it's one of those situations where it's either you're all in or you're all out.
Yeah, but in this situation, I would say just go all out, as in out from the compound. That's what I'm saying, guys. I'm saying, let me explain myself. Just go out of the compound. I can say all in, right? Then they go like, oh yeah, let's go in the compound. It doesn't sound right.
Just go north.
Just go north. Yeah, just go north.
Winter is coming. Just go north.
Wow, good reference there. I get that.
Don't worry, Lord Stark. We'll figure it out one day. But Divinity don't seem to be as aggressive as I would like them to. They do understand that there is a oh wow, okay, talking about going north. Looks like FV is going to scale the hill real quick and get on over it. And there we go, one winner chicken dinner for the side of FV. But not to mention that the overall performance previously up till this point wasn't too bad. Like, they were in the middle of the pack consistently. They did get one winner chicken dinner. However, today it's just something has happened to them, and you definitely see that they are a lot sloppier than usual.
Yeah, it is quite obvious as well that something has happened to them, and I do hope that they somehow climb their way back, at least in this last game as well. And now moving over to Tara, looks like they have that compound all to themselves. Same goes for Team Secret, not going to be challenged. Yuhai all to himself, having this entire building for him to loot. You don't want to let this boy loose and get all the good stuff that he needs.
The thing is about Secret, right? I noticed when it comes to Miramar, they always have the same rotation. When they actually looted out from St. Martin, straight away they go on the high peak of the mountain. There's just on the outskirts of St. Martin as well. But looking at this, I don't see Rose Esport is having a great journey. It's either go down to El Pozo or just down to Hacienda, which will be gatekept by Tara and Team Secret. Same goes for Axis, but they can rotate a little bit late there. Not really a big problem. They can just opt out to go a little bit on the Tierra Bronca side and cross the Ville, and just the moment it go into the circle, the rest of the team will actually dissolve already inside of the center of it.
I think we also have to talk about the landscape, that if, you know, MRE wants to take towards the north side, right? They follow the, if you follow the road, it'll hit into town. But however, the gatekeeping is strong, so the only other option for them to go is through the hillside, and that's where they'll meet WoW as well. So again, they don't exactly have the best options in terms of where they need to rotate to. They kind of just have to power right on through the blockade.
Yep, same goes for the northern side as well. H2O as well as Impunity. Just look at this. They are passing by each other, but are they going to give them that respect?
Yes,
but it looks like, Kagura with the shots go out. But oh my goodness, Kagura, the anime hero. And Kagura for that long shots, but connects, but not enough. But they managed to take out one, so that's 1 point in the bag.
And that's what I call respect.
Yeah, but total respect and easy kill at that. And Jaeger apparently only have bandages and a couple of painkillers there. The rest of the team have to migrate into the circle. They really need to land on some good compound. We can see no helmet, only level 1 vest. That's not a good news for them.
Yeah, not good at all. Now we switch over to Team NoRecoil. They got themselves their first chicken dinner in the tournament today, so they are in a pretty good spot. They have always been somewhere in the middle, a little bit out of the radar, but they've always been there, not falling too far away, so they're kind of okay.
I would agree as well, but looking here at Tone, wow, looks like they do have vehicles as well. They are going from town to town, looting as they go. So far, they are pretty much uncontested towards the northwestern side of the map. And it looks like they are giving up the position from the high ground as well. So that just means that MRE might have an opportunity to get into the circle this time.
But, well, I don't know. The thing is, MRE has to go so many teams just now. Team Secret is one of them. There's so many teams actually gatekeeping, which is we're talking about Tara, and there's also Team Secret. We know how these guys really go for the kill volume. Always go for the kills if you don't actually secure position points. But in Team Secrets, on the other hand, they actually segregate into 2 teams and 2 pairs here. We know that 2 of them will go for the kills, the other 2 will secure more onto the positioning, right? Especially Macho and Biu. They are more concerned about positioning. But back down in Chumasera, quite this time, I'm surprised, because usually there are a couple of numbers of teams who like to contest themselves around Chumasera.
Yeah, that's right, but looks like everyone, maybe this is the last game, so they want to take it a chill pill. They want to end the day in a high, hopefully to get that chicken dinner, if not as high as possible in terms of their placement. So it'll be very interesting to see, but that may also mean that towards the later circle, Circle 5, Circle 6, we may see a bloodbath there. And now let's look over to Divinity Esport. Oh, looks like doing a little car flip there. Juggernaut, just need to calm down there, let your driver know.
It's just FV, it's just watching the car flip happening, not doing anything about it. That's surprising.
I bet he's just whispering over the wall, over the cubicle wall, just be like, check out this barrel roll. Check out the sweet roll.
Probably, but bumping into Resurgence very soon, Team Secret. Oh well, are they gonna engage or not? Respecting or not looking at that?
It's kind of hard to say because again, Team Secret does have all the convoys here, while Resurgence, they don't exactly. Oh, they actually do have everybody. Looks like they did found their last vehicle as they will start rolling out to get into the circle here. The question is whether or not they're going to take the exact same path, because you could take an unorthodox path up the hills and you might get spotted by a team, or you can potentially take a longer path with the roads. It's kind of up to you.
Oh, but again, now moving over to Team Secret, looks like they've got Bapak to deal with, and Bapak has lost Bart earlier in the game, so now it's a numbers game there that doesn't favor towards Bapak. They do have the compound to themselves as well, but then again, Bapak, Team Secret, they are somewhere in a fighting position. Team Secret, do you really want to take this at this point? It is still 16 teams though, so looks like Biu is making the call to get away, and Bapak R6, we do see a shot being flied out, but again, it does connect a little bit, but not too much, and Team Secret will move away from this compound.
Yeah, try the gatekeep area on the Los Leones here. This is actually their territory for Bapak. They have been landing here from the airdrop of the airplane itself. And this is the first drop where they're actually trying to hold this compound. I'm surprised how rotation done by Team Secret is absolutely different from what they had before. But look at this.
Okay,
oh no.
Not bad. Biu didn't die to his own vehicle there, so at least he was able to jump out just in time, make some distance before the explosion does happen. However, he is kind of pinned down here, but you can see that just behind him on the top of the hills that the rest of Team Secret kind of want to take this fight now because Biu is pinned down.
Yep, Biu is pinned down, and the rest of Team Secret, they may want to go for the save now. Looks like some long shots happening here from Team Secret just to give that cover enough for the rest of them to go get Biu, and we do see here eye shots, the best sniper possible for Team Secret. Getting ready with those long shots, just trying to fend off Kevin from afar.
Not even scoping at the point.
Oh man,
he's just doing it based on his hunch and that crosshair. That's really a long shot, but I should imagine if that landed on the top of the head for Bigetron.
That would have been an impressive shot. Like, you can barely see the tops of their heads at this point. But, you know, Bigetron here, Miramar, not exactly their best map, only because trying to push people in this particular map is so situational and is limited very much by structures. And I think that's the biggest difficulty, because Miramar is so large. To get to a structure, there's a lot of expansive space you have to transverse, and in that time your vehicles could get gunned down by the rest of the enemy team that you're rushing. So they are waiting for particular conditions before they say, yes, we can commit to this all in.
Yep, and talking about vehicles, looks like Axis and also Tara, they are close by with each other. Tara just keeping their vehicles to themselves, and now Epi needs to be saved. Jake, will you make it in time? And oh, looks like the shots onto Jake now. It's 50% now, but then Lyrian having eyes on oh, looks like Jake will be knocked as well, and the two members of Axis, they are in hot soup here.
It's a direct crosshair on the Lynx territory as well. Look at that, a lot of damage, kills 33, and that kind of a high volume coming out from Tara. We do know Tara is one of the teams that's really going for kills now instead of just playing placement. At the same time, they are picking on Axis here. Axis being ambushed by somebody else from the side of the flanks as we speak, because the taps just now didn't take down the HP. It was on the other side of the hill.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. I'm surprised they wanted to take a fight, not really take a fight, but take pot shots at Axis from that range.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
They just have to do it. Just have to get the stats high. Will it hit 10 marks, like 10 kill pan marks?
I mean, we're really close to it, so I would very much like to see the 10 pan kill marks. But let's look at the next circle for this phase here. It is right over Picado. A lot of teams towards the southern side. The northern side is a little less populated, but especially for Miss Rose, like I mentioned the last time, WoW decided to move out of that position, allowing them to rotate fast. Oh, now 7-Up! Can he actually pull this through? Oh, unfortunately, Hi was on the other side of the corridor. They take out H2O, the last members of H2O here. Looks like their squad has been wiped as well. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Man, again, my heart melts. H2O being the first team to go out. It's just not
Maybe
good for
because it's
them.
not enough water for this map for them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
there you
yeah.
go.
There you go, guys.
Okay, back to the game. Divinity is actually parked themselves on top of a mountain here. Traitor happened to pass by, and apparently they didn't catch him on the spot because he just made it on time. Dingoz, on the other hand, this is a team that we are watching out today. They have been playing super aggressive today.
Yeah, and not only aggressive, they've been securing a lot of these kills, which have really set them apart from a lot of these other teams in the standings themselves. 18 kills within that first. No one has been able to catch up since.
That's quite true, and the thing is, the circle ended up in Picardo. This is really is a hard terrain to play. Look at that, so many hills and so many slopes. On top of that, the hills is really steep, like 90 degrees flat steep.
Oh yeah, it's really steep. But then again, what's going to be really steep is this encounter with Bigetron as well. Bigetron is just on the other side of this hill. Kevin looks like he will make for the run for it, but looks like another pan kill by Yuhai, it seems, and I believe we should be touching double digits now.
We should be. We're gonna have to wait and see when the stats come up once more.
Hey,
and 10!
Oh!
Hey! 10 pan kills and 10 punch kills. Hell yeah!
One thing we should celebrate about, because today is a good day for most of us, but not for the players. Down to Nat. They are trying to engage, but Divinity going on Traitor. Ooh! Last hit on Tricks here.
Okay, not bad so far. However, they have to deal with the backline here. One more member of Traitor does go down. Ooh, that's actually a really tough shot overall, but Juggernaut is trying to be Overwatch here. Doesn't exactly have the high ground, but he does get a couple of clips. Can he actually turn? Frontex is going to be the first one to go down, and he's got another one in his sights. Single fire on this M16, effectively chunking out at least 150% of HP from the members of Traitor as Conspire comes in to try and clean up shop. He's a little low. He might need some help here, but doesn't need it. And eventually coming in, especially with a micro Uzi. Traitor goes out.
Conspire, they did the business there. That's looking really good for them. But now moving on to Bapak 6. They do have Team Secret just right in front of Team Secret. Have a full squad, while Bapak only have 3 team members. 6 now. Prepping out the grenade, will go up, but looks like another team is close by. But then again, all eyes onto Bapak versus Team Secret at this point. They are in a little bit of a stalemate there, both teams within the circle, so we may see a wait there.
Oh, Divinity just have to march in with the vehicle now at this moment, at this very moment, and walk into Bapak's territory. And look at that, Team Secret also saw this coming. What were they thinking? Juggernaut just park himself in front of Bapak's territory. This is not great for Divinity. Every single time they do this, and why? And this is just a bad moment for them.
So far, no deaths just yet. They're holding their position. They decided to pull all the way back. A smart call from Bapak going for the outskirts of this structure so far. But the rest of the teams are just going out. Oh no! Impunity! They also want a part of this from Team Secret. They're taking shots on the left-hand side. Unfortunately, one member of Impunity does go down. Bubu was ready to take him out. He's got to be careful as Jaeger is there as well. Gouda Jelly is the first to die from the side of Impunity. But the rest of them are just getting gunned down one by one.
And now, looks like Matoy, they are still in the building. They're still keeping eyes on their opponent, but then Jaeger, just at the side of the ice shots, have eyes, but then again the breath is shot. Ice shots get knocked out, but the rest of Team Secret goes in and mocks it out. Ice shots will be revived. DivinityEsport, they are in the same building as Bapak as well. Who will take control of this building?
Oh, the moment Divinity charged right, Impunity has to do the same thing too, and they attract all the tensions onto Impunity, who got wiped out, even though the last one to actually arrive. Look at this circle right now, right in the center of Picardo. But wow, Team NoRecoil and Net are going at it. There's so many teams on the south and a little bit on the west of the map. Well, Rose Esport did the right call going on the north.
Yeah, but look at Tara as well. They're also gatekeeping Resurgence from getting into the circle, but back to the main action right in the center. We can already see Team Secret, Bapak, Divinity, as well as Bigetron all within the same town here. It's going to be close quarters combat coming from Divinity and Bapak. But he comes in with a micro Uzi here. He's trying to pull out through. He hops off the wall. 6 goes down. Unfortunately, he tries so hard. Divinity take out Bapak with no casualties, but a lot of knockdowns here. That's going to cost them some currency.
But now switching over to Team Secret, looks like Sleep will be taken out.
Another
kill. Oh my god! What is this?
What was that? The moment he won a ban, they just bombard with with a nade, and it's from Nat as well. That taught a lot for you. I never take it too easy for that guy, but beyond the side of this, still have to watch out for the rest of the team. There's only 2 men left for Team Secret right now. Resurgence, on the other hand, going against Tara on the side of Picado's a little bit outskirts of the other rest of the team. But Resurgence, how are they going to approach this?
I don't know. They're 2 members down already. It's between Iron Pro and Small Boy, and Small Boy has already taken a couple of shots. However, Lyrian is the first one to be knocked down, and that's going to be big for them because now from the side angle, Iron Pro might have an opportunity to take the other flanker, reset, and they have an opportunity to actually wipe this squad.
And now Arm tries to fend it off with the Molotov, but then again, they do have the numbers though, and now the circle is not on the side of Resurgence. Resurgence will need to go in. We will see the circle close in right now into an open area. This will be really, really tricky towards the final few circles.
How are they going to play this time round? But again, Rose Syndicate up on the north side because WoW decided to go more towards the western side, have opened up an area to actually move in through that landscape. So this is beneficial for them.
Oh, Tara now Muffin tosses out the smoke, but they need to make a run for it because they have a vehicle here. They need to make a run for it. If not, they'll be pinned down by RSG. RSG have eyes onto Tara right now. Small Boy with a high ground shots being fired, but nothing connects at the moment. Small Boy just goes up and down. Tara, they're all around circling, but then again, Muffin is just waiting. A Small Boy cooking up the grenade will make the toss onto the side of Muffin.
Underhanded toss.
Wait for it. He's winning. Oh, it's somebody else. Team NoRecoil actually just managed to get WoW on the explosion, but Small Boy trying to kill that clutch. But Mato, on the other hand, still going to against so many Divinity on the side. And Mato trying to clutch it in. I don't think it's going to hit anybody yet. Oh, it's not going to be hitting, but a little bit on impact that Divinity just trying to reposition themselves. Resurgence being wiped out by Tara Esports just now. And Mata repositioned himself. He's the solo player holding this structure by himself, going against 4 men right now.
This is tough, but he has grenades. The grenades are making quite a difference. It's forcing out currency from a safe distance as well. Yeah, Matoy is going to pull on backwards, but look at the rest of the teams fighting for this town. I mean, Bigetron also having to deal with their own problems with Squad 15. Their Axis also wants a piece of the pie.
And now it looks like Bigetron, they are coming into the same compound as well as the rest of them. And now Bigetron Hydra here just moving the vehicle closer and closer. Divinity is still locked in with Matoy. Bigetron is in the middle of everyone else. We do see Axis onto Kevin. Looks like Kevin will be taken down. And now Tara is moving as well as Dingoz is well on the left side of the map. Everyone's starting to come together.
I noticed Matoy is not the center of attention right now because it seems to be Bigetron attract everything on their side here. Divinity got deferred from Matoy to Bigetron Hydra exactly, which have also access behind. Dingoz there as well. This is a really crowded corner of Picado here.
Yeah, so many people in different levels of the structure. So it's where do you really take? How do you approach this? How do you go into that and sweep it floor by floor when there's multiple teams coming at it? It's going to be very, very messy real soon. However, once that blue closes it, it's going to force a lot of these teams out of that structure.
Oh, and FV, Unbeatable Gaming, unfortunately, they will be eliminated at the 10th place. Matoy still hanging on to this against Divinity. They are not going in for it at this point. And a lot of colors. Oh, that circle. This time, Matoy will need to make a run for it. Lyrian have these eyes on Axis at this point. Blue circle will move, and it looks like Matoy is taken out by Juggernaut. Divinity managed to take out Team Secret for the 2nd time today.
On the 9th place as well. That's not a happy shout just now by Matoy. He tried his best to hold you, but now back to Bigetron going against Divinity. This is something else. Divinity hits 10 kills mark for the first time. I'm seeing this.
Yep, looks like they have found their stride. They're clearing building by building, floor by floor, nading them as they go and restocking on the nades later on. Looks like the Molotov is going to force Hydra into this room. He could look to hop out of that window. However, it could be a little scary to do. He catches on fire. He has to apply the bandage real quick before he gets chunked out. He's already at 50% HP, and now Divinity start running through. Unfortunately, they trade 1 for 1, but that isn't going to be enough as Naeem, watching his comrade fall, forced to do nothing about it.
Oh, can't do much about it. Looks like Divinity is on a roll at this point. Impact looks like he will jump from building to building. Naeem is all day one right now. Naeem comes out, but then again there's another team member. But looks like Juggernaut will be knocked down. Impact from behind. We need to spray the shots. Impact a little bit more. Naeem with 50% life. And looks like Trixie will go down as well. Impact is still alive now, but there's only 10% life. Zolly goes in and out. Naeem cooking out the grenade. Will toss the grenade real soon. Miss Rose Esports be sent back to the lobby. Oh! That grenade just on point. And now BTR is hanging on to this. Divinity will be sent back to the lobby at 5th place.
Beautiful discipline by Bigetron just now counting out how much has
What? No way! What a shot coming out of TNRs! Holy cow!
That was the longest we've seen today.
I'm still trying to catch my breath from that shot. How did it even see that? That's insane. We are now down to the top 3 teams. Ladies and gentlemen, BTR, Chill, Net, 3, and Team NoRecoil with 4. Will this be the second chicken for Team NoRecoil today? Still taking out Luxy. Luxy now is in trouble, needs to be said, but it's not easy for them. They are out in the open.
The first time ever, I'm looking at 6-phase game down to only 3 teams. Usually they have like 8 to 10 teams left, but this is going so wild. Stewart taking net on the side here. It's 4 versus 2 versus 2, and things are not doing great. Who are actually outnumbered?
Yeah, and Team NoRecoil here looking to win this win the whole thing altogether. BTR really just out in the open, like they can't really move from this. If the next circle doesn't go, at least it's pretty much over here. It's really Team NoRecoil's game to lose. They have everything in their power to win this. They just need to gatekeep these 2 teams from moving out, and the circle will take them out. Make sure they have no vehicles, and you've won the game.
Yes, now patience is key at this point. They're sending Sinbi into the circle just to be hopefully the last one to be alive. But then again, just look at the position where he's in the circle. He's still a structure to help him. So they have all to win it. It's their round to lose, really. TNR, Team NoRecoil, may just clutch a second chicken today.
And trying to find a Bigetron positioning, but look at it, net is clumping themselves, squeezing into that just a little bit of corner, narrow space there, but they still manage to fight it out with a pistol shot. That's a lot of damage taken out for Sinbi, almost knocked one down. That's really close, look at that time! He saw them, that pistol shot! Oh, the Blazer just have to butt in now.
Yeah, the rest of the team is gonna. Oh, Dolly! He got spotted out! What? How did he see him there? Oh boy, now it's between BTR as well as Sinbi. Oh, BTR against Sinbi so far. The rest of the team is just making sure that Naeem can't really walk up. He's got nothing left. That last bit of smoke in the circle, this is just excruciating to watch.
Naeem is all low, but he mentioned knockdown 1, but Naeem may sacrifice himself and Zena winner, second one for Team NoRecoil!
Congratulations to Team NoRecoil there after a very, very weak performance in the second half of week 1. They're coming back with some strong chicken dinners here as well. They are adding up their points.
2 times in a day. No other teams actually got themselves twice today except for Team NoRecoil. That's a big, huge statement there. Speaking of that, I think they are pretty happy. They haven't got themselves that much chicken dinner unless today, which is the start of everything for Team NoRecoil. They had been putting themselves the top 8 for now for overall standing. The last time we saw that was last Sunday. But they have a very, very big kill volume. They're huge. Imagine all the other teams on the top 8 there have themselves at least like what? 2 or we counted like 2 to 4 chicken dinners.
Yeah.
Minimum. Barely minimum like 2 chicken dinners. They have none but still place themselves at top 8. That's a big statement.
Yeah, that is huge. And you know what? I can't wait to see the standings and see how much it has shifted because of this. Team NoRecoil, I think a lot of teams who initially thought like, oh man, these guys aren't going too well. Looks like we don't have to worry about it. Now have to start thinking, oh shoot, these guys are climbing up pretty fast. Our spot might not necessarily be safe anymore.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Team NoRecoil, imagine if they rank up those chicken dinners earlier as well. They'll be challenging Team Secret actually for the top spot.
Ooh.
Is Team Secret still in the top spot? That's kind of a big question here. Because there are a couple of games they are actually drop up quite early, if I'm not mistaken, 14th place there.
Yeah, and it's kind of tough to say because there is, a little bit of factor that Team Secret isn't exactly playing as well as they should be. But let's look at some of the highlights and recap what exactly just happened in this particular game.
And now, of course, going to the highlights, of course, Miramar being our last map of the day, the dusty map here. And all teams pretty much spread out. We do notice that Axis actually went all the way up north, being that team that no one will touch at that northern side. And this is actually a good play from DivinityEsports against FV. Again, FV aren't doing particularly so well today. It's just something that they need to reset themselves and just take a look back at what they need to improve on.
This is a big question I have today. The thing is, some teams didn't actually rotate like how they used to do. For example, St. Martin was occupied by Team Secret, but then suddenly, that Kagura just...
Yeah, we just had to see that.
Talking about respect.
yeah, bring that one now, don't you? Well, back to Team Secret's rotation. I do notice some couple of other teams, for example, Tara, as well as you saw how Divinity rotate this time. It's so different.
I would argue that, they were a lot more aggressive and happened to be in prime position to take out a lot of these teams. They came out from an angle that you didn't expect them to come from. Traitor, number one, they were basically surrounded on this side. But when it came to start those close quarter combat, where we did mention that, hey, it's a bit of a struggle, they've honestly just been landing shots.
Yeah. We
and
can
it's
see
just a red dot sight. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I had to call out to the Juggernaut shot. That was insane. Just a red dot with that distance, managed to get those shots in, connect almost everyone. That is real good. And just look at this. Divinity sharing the same compound as Bapak. Well, it's just a one-on-one fight and they managed to take over that compound.
Well, the Secret were doing great until Yuhai decided to pan at the wrong moment. You remember that, right? No way you forgot about that.
I think he'll think twice about knocking down someone's like, should I go for the pan kill? I could save ammo, but that vehicle is oddly suspicious.
Because the moment he just panned things out, there's no way he can turn and making sure he shoot everything out. But look at this, Divinity. They flushing out Bapak, which is kind of a rare sight. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and this is the moment, guys. Oh, man.
That's so great. It's just the timing couldn't have been worse.
I mean, if he didn't go for the pan kill, he went serious mode, maybe he just does a regular kill, he'll probably still survive that. But the pan kill was probably a little bit too on top, just too over his head, I would say.
Yeah, the thing is, he can opt out. Like, it's actually an open wall zone when he walked out of that structure, but he has to do it. Like,
hey man, he wants the stats. I can't blame a guy who's looking
he
for
wants
those
to please
stats.
you. Yeah, there you go. He loves you too much. Until he actually sacrificed himself. But this long shot,
man.
I really want to know how much is that distance.
I think we're going to have to wait for that later stats. But coming into this final circle, like, wow. Team NoRecoil, best position possible. They just started a gatekeep, managed to, again, a little bit of a mistake coming in from Ned there. They should have put the cars closer together so there isn't a space to which Sinbi can actually abuse. And that's where they fall down first. And because of something so small, so minuscule, they ended up getting third.
But I have to say as well, the circle was kind to Team NoRecoil. They had the circle to their side when they had the structure. When they don't have the structure, the circle isn't too far from them as compared to the others. So, oh wow, just look at this. Dingoz still hanging on the first spot with 105 points.
It's a lot.
It really is nice looking at this now. Team Secret, 31 kills, 86 points. Ned Brotherhood, 31 kills and 82 points. Team NoRecoil, 25 kills and 82 points. They are tying it up with Ned Brotherhood. Bigetron with 78, Tara with 71, Bapak with 68, and Resurgence in 8th place, 60 points with 34 kills. They've been really racking up those numbers.
Maybe next week they're planning to play positioning points next, because I told you guys about this. There's some teams actually playing certain kind of strategy different week every single time. Now back to the second page here, Cloud. There you go.
Yep, this my boys and Tonewell Esports 54 points, Axis MPX 46 points, DivinityEsport, they're climbing up. Yeah, kudos to you guys. Miss Rose Syndicate 21 points, as well as Impunity SG 21 points, Team Hero 20 points, Traitor Esports 18 points, and FV Unbeatable from a chicken dinner to the last placement. 14 points. Oh man.
Unbeatable in terms of what now?
Hmm.
You're not gonna say anything about that.
I'm refraining from sounding like a horrible person.
I'm trying not to say anything because I'm supposed to support guys on page 2.
He's got an
you guys.
excuse. Yeah, he's got a legitimate excuse.
So I don't now.
Say something terrible about them, I dare you.
I just wish, well, hopefully they are unbeatable in this, like getting top 16.
Yeah.
For now.
Honestly, again, I don't think they were doing too well overall today, but maybe tomorrow.
They've been better, right?
Yeah, they've been better, but tomorrow it might be a little bit, you know, they might wake up a little bit more. But let's look at these scores. Ned, 17 kills. Samzy, followed up by TNR Stewart, 9K, 14 kills. Dingoz Marcel, 13 kills. Resurgence Smallboy, 13 kills. And Dingoz Nook at 12 kills.
I'm still not satisfied with 313 max kill distance. We saw it coming like.
If that was 313 as a max distance, could you imagine how someone had gotten 3.8k? Like, how far is that person from the area? Like,
exactly right.
It's like, how much would you see as well on the screen when you want to take that shot?
Yeah, you're basically just like a speck of dust at that point. Even with an 8 times, it's like, I'm not entirely sure if that's a person.
But then again, I must point out as well, Dingoz again showing themselves in the score charts.
Is it actually quite close?
That's I'm considering that there is landscape. It's a lot. It's a little further than you would imagine.
A little bit centralized than before. It was around Picado, which Chumacero was actually the first one. So I can say that everybody drops on the north will always be safe until like 4th phase.
Until the 4th phase. So far, it's pretty surprising considering, like, let's count the number of teams that actually went down when they were actually trying to deal with the next phases, like phases 4 and 5. Like, we even saw previously in Erangel, the initial Erangel match, by phase 4, there was already just 9 teams. Most situations, especially in week 1, you definitely saw, 15 teams, 16 teams with like 1 member still alive in Erangel.
It's not
now
happy,
it's just blood.
It's just complaining now.
No, it's a legitimate. It's something that you need to notice.
They gave you what you want. You still complain.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that there is a huge shift in what people want now.
It's week 2.
Yeah.
Okay, Gideon is being factual, so I'm on his side into that.
Oh no, you have to do it today.
I'm so
the thing is, it's week 2, like we said, it's really critical this week for everybody to get their kill points up, their positioning points up. Because if the gap is widened by the end of this week, there's no way they can have that much time to catch up for one week's left.
Well, but then again, it's all about breaking into the top 16, at least not that top spot, because it would be nice and shiny to get that, but top 16 must be the goal.
Yeah, and again, top 16, if you make it in there, you make it into the big boys league. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. We're going to be signing off here, and for the last interview today, Nick, Dogeman, go for it. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, make way for the end of the day here at the PUBG Mobile Professional League Malaysia and Singapore 2020. It is the end of the day. We've reached the end of everything that we have been fighting for. The end of day number 1 of week 2. However, we have seen a break in pattern here, ladies and gentlemen, with Team NoRecoil, being the only team to win 2 chicken dinners throughout the entire day. With teams like Dingoz MZ, Bapak Esports, as well as Team Secret and Net Brotherhood, they were able to score themselves some considerable amount of chicken dinners. The biggest winner today is definitely Team NoRecoil. Not only getting their first chicken dinner of the entire tournament, but also getting their second chicken dinner to close out the day. Now, with a total of 11 kills, 2 winner chicken dinners in Miramar, let's welcome from Team NoRecoil, Sinbi as translator and Stuart 9K! Right, so we're gonna have 2 people here on stage, Sinbi and Stuart 9K on the right. Sinbi's gonna be our translator because I don't do the Asian languages that well. So sorry for each and every one of you guys who are hoping to hear me speak some Cantonese or Mandarin. Anyway, first of all, the only victory that you've gotten so far was in the 3rd game with 7 kills at Vikendi. Miramar, 11 kills, 2 chicken dinners thus far. Was it tough to build your spirits up? I mean, getting chicken dinner in game number 3 definitely gave you excitement, but not getting close in the next few games, did that put your spirits down in the dumps?
Actually, in start, yes, the 4th game we die really fast. Then after that, we discuss a lot, and that doesn't affect too much, and we still managed to get a chicken dinner.
All right, let's pass this mic over to Stuart, and let's just ask him one quick question. Now, Stuart, I mean, you don't speak much English, all right? What's your most favorite food that you love to eat before you come here?
Favorite food?
Yes.
Nasi lemak.
Oh, he knows what's up. He loves that spicy sambal. Malaysia boleh, guys. Malaysia boleh. All right, now, final question. 3rd and final game. Everything is on the line. You guys are the 2nd last team alive. How did you feel? Was your heart beating, and how was the game plan?
Just luck.
Just luck?
Yeah.
Just luck, definitely, just luck. See, tactical karma awareness, boys and girls. If you got good luck, anytime you flip the coin, it's always 100% gonna land on heads. So definitely luck did side on the side of team NoRecoil. And yeah, Stuart, make sure you get yourselves a lot of nasi lemak. I think the nasi lemak is the reason why you're winning. If you love nasi lemak, make sure to click like. Do it now. Alright, so thank you very much on team NoRecoil, Sinbi, as well as Stuart 9K. Thank you guys very much. And of course, since the glare is so bright, I'm just gonna put on my sunnies because it's the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us for week 2. It's been great. It's been fantastic. For those of you guys who joined us from week 1, day 1, it was a pleasure to have you back. And for those new faces out there who just joined us for week 2 and day 1, thank you guys very much for showing your support. We always love to see new faces. Anyway, from all of us here at the PUBG Mobile Professional League Malaysia and Singapore 2020, we will be back in less than 24 hours with day 2. So, take a rest, have a nice day, have a nice evening, and come back tomorrow, same time, same place, for week 2, day 2 of the PMPL.
Okay,
Oh, dia
kita
jatuh
lawan.
pun.